This reading is going to be about self-destructural behavioral patterns. If you've kind of found yourself um, feeling like you're self-destructing, then this hopefully will give you a little bit of insight as to maybe why we're self-destructing and potentially how to get out of it, how to work through it. Okay. Hello, my name is Elizabeth. Welcome to this reading, and I do hope that you're able to find some truth and wisdom from it. Self-destructive behavioral patterns that are coming up for my viewer. What is it they need to know? Thank you for the messages that we're about to receive. Queen of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles. The Eight of Swords. This Five of Pentacles is giving me the feel of like finances for some reason. And we have the Page of Wands. So I feel like it's you need to think practical about what it is you're trying to obtain here. You kind of have yourself stuck. There's something you're missing. There's a missing piece of information. You feel like you don't have enough and you're not able to move in a particular direction. So instead of putting yourself in a position to where you can think about things more thoroughly and understand the self more thoroughly, it looks like you're destructing because you don't understand why you can work so hard to get so far and not be able to move forward. Chariot. Could be has something to do with the vehicle, maybe. Queen of Swords. There's an avenue, there's something here that would benefit you to move forward with. You're just not wanting to do it. It's about accepting that in order to bring this into balance, the self-destructing behavior, really needing to accept an Ace of Cups. So you've been holding back responding to this Ace of Cups. You've been holding back for a particular Ace of Cups. It's not coming back. You intuitively know that this Ace of Cups that you're wanting is not coming back, so that's why you're self-destructing. You're taking risky behavior, doing risky things. Could be sneaking around, doing things you probably shouldn't. Kind of acting really risky here. You're risking a lot, and you know it. But you can't seem to understand why you can't move forward with this person because you really want it. But there's something that's lacking within it, and you're not seeing it. That's what you're not seeing, is you're not able to see that there's something lacking within your own Ace of Cups. That's why this connection isn't taking off. Seven of Wands. That's why this person guarded up on you. There's something you might have said. There's some kind of Ten of Swords. Are you not speaking up? You're not speaking your truth about something that wounded you. And therefore your Ace of Cups, your own Ace of Cups is full of holes. Ten of Swords. It's full of holes. And it needs repaired. Knight of Wands in the reverse. It's about you seeing why this person has guarded themselves up, why they've blocked you off, why they have resisted, because of the fact that this Ten of Swords, this deep betrayal that you have hidden down deep within you is causing you to act completely impulsive. I mean, you think about it before you do it, but you still act impulsively. So this is, instead of thinking about things before we do it, we're going ahead and we're just acting out of impulse. And that impulse is what's creating this person to hold back from having a connection with you. Or this is what's preventing you from being able to ground whatever this Five of Pentacles is, this financial. I kind of feel like some of it's financial, some of it's love related. So you hold the key is what I'm seeing with the Chariot and the Queen of Swords here. You hold the key to set yourself free. But you're going to have to accept this Ace of Cups for what it is and no longer hold on to it, because you're holding on too tightly to it. It's reminding me of that song. Oh, I can hear it. Don't holding on too tightly or whatever. White Snake, maybe. Def Leppard, something like that. Queen of Cups. Yeah, you opened yourself up to it and you weren't quite ready. Or maybe you're needing to open yourself up more. You were feeling a bit vulnerable. Definitely felt like you were taken advantage of. And this could be because of, instead of standing your ground and protecting your energy and not acting impulsively, now you've made yourself a little, I'm just going to say it, look a little foolish with that Queen of Cups there. And I'm not trying, I'm trying to help you. So please don't think it. I'm trying to help you stabilize, absolutely. Because sometimes we need to hear it from someone else. And sometimes, Lord knows I've acted foolish, done stupid things. And it's because the love that I had, I had a lot of love, but the love wasn't being reciprocated. It wasn't being felt in return. And therefore, there's where that Five of Pentacles comes in. And then you get stuck in these cycles where you're constantly seeking for it. You're constantly trying to fill that void. You're constantly trying to fix that repair there, and you can't fix it because you haven't fixed it within yourself. And you have to be able to bring that to yourself, that love to yourself, and fill up your own cup. Somebody can't fill it up for you. You can't offer your cup empty or half full. You just can't. Your cup needs to be overflowing before you can offer it up. And when you're already in the state of feelings of lack and feeling unrequited, then it's very difficult to fill those cups up. I get it. Trust me, I get it, sweetheart. Lord knows I get it. But the first step is actually admitting that. And the Two of Swords, this is telling me needing to admit it to the self. Need to accept it for the self. And then we're going to be faced with a decision, a choice. You always have a choice in any instance. It doesn't matter. You have a choice to either engage or not engage. And I feel like if you're really not wanting to engage, or you're trying to engage with something that's not trying to give something back to you, the same that you're willing to offer it, we need to stop and ask ourselves, why are we wanting to give to this if it's not willing to give to me what I'm willing to give to it? See, yeah. This is the Knight of Pentacles. This is, understanding the self. The Knight of Pentacles is very sure about the decisions that they're about to make. They think about everything, every aspect of it. That's why it takes them so long to get moving in any particular direction. It doesn't matter. But if you'll look, this is like a rhino. This person's like riding a rhino. So when they finally take these roots and start moving them in a particular direction, they're good, solid steps. They're a good, solid direction. They are standing firm in their decision-making skills. There's something that you're rejecting within the self that needs to be brought to the surface. I feel with this Eight of Cups, so that you're able to walk away for what's better for you, for the better of you. And I feel like once you see what it is that you're rejecting, the part of the self that you're rejecting, and that's the reason why you're constantly trying to fill it with something else, you'll be able to fill your own cup up, and you won't even want this Ace of Cups. You'll see it wasn't meant for you anyways. You'll actually feel really good. Your energy will go up. You'll feel good. Your self-esteem will go up. But there's something around rejection that really is affecting you. And maybe I kind of feel like maybe this is kind of like telling me that you've been rejected. You know how that feels, and you feel like holding on. If you the more you hold on, no, hold on loosely. That's the name of the song. Hold on loosely. So holding on loosely is very, very important. If you the harder you grip someone else in this connection, they start to feel confined. They start to feel restricted. The Eight of Swords, they feel like they can't move. They're being smothered. But if you open it up and you allow them to show you what they and how they view you, then we start to learn what, how this person's viewing us. Okay, are they, emotionally given to this connection? Are they physically putting forth effort into this connection? Do they value you in the way that you need to be valued? Sometimes we need to take a step back and look at the outside, from the outside in. Observe yourself in this connection with this person. And if you were sitting in the same position that you are right now, observing your connection with this person, what would you tell this friend of yours? If it was your friend of yours in this situation that's in your shoes, okay, what advice would you give that friend? I promise you, it's not going to say, hold on tightly. It's not going to say, chase them. It's not going to say, sneak around and do anything crazy. No texting, no risky behavior, no acting impulsively, jumping on cars. Don't do that. Whatever, because I'm seeing all kinds of things play out here. Going to their work and starting stuff. We don't do none of that. No. That's all juvenile, right? You can agree to that. It's juvenile. We're adults. We need to conduct ourselves as adults. So we're emotionally attached to something that isn't giving the emotion back to us, and it further infuriates us because now it's a form of rejection. We're being rejected. Our emotions, the love that we're putting towards this is being rejected by this person that we're trying to give it to. But why are we so adamant about giving it to this person? What makes this person the person that you need to do this for? Now, I'm not saying if you've been in a healthy marriage with someone for a long time, this is not the reading for you. I'm talking about someone that is just struggling with a connection that they're feeling rejected in, and they don't understand that rejection, what is causing that rejection, and I'm just trying to help them understand maybe some different ways or different avenues of looking at the situation that you find yourself in. Sometimes we have to reject certain things that we have a lot of love for. It's the nature of the beast, sweetheart. It's just the way life goes. But it's in those rejections that the scales are balanced. When we have to reject certain people or places or things because they're causing an imbalance, you'll slowly start to see those things start to level themselves back out. Your emotions will start to level back out. You'll start to feel better about yourself. So the more and more that we're rejected, so I've learned, and this is just me, I'm better off rejecting things that I know is not good for me from the jump versus hanging on to it and having it reject me later on down the road. When my bullshit radar, I call it, goes off and starts telling me something's not right, I start doing my reflecting then. I start doing my internal review. I start checking in with myself. regularly. That's what the Queen of Pentacles does. Very adamant about checking in with themselves and understanding themselves and where they feel and how they feel within this situation. And we really, really desperately need to do that, I feel like, in this situation, so that we can see why we're self-destructing and these destructive behavioral patterns and where they're stemming from. They're stemming from a rejection, and now it's got you hanging on to a connection that is not good for you. And I kind of want to say that you know this already. You know that this particular Ace of Cups is not your Ace of Cups. Because it wouldn't be an Ace of Cups. It would be a Two of Cups. Unfortunately. It's not easy. No, I will never tell you that it's easy. It's very difficult. It is. But once you start to understand yourself a little bit more and how rejection and the ways and the reason why we do certain things is because we've rejected something of ourselves. When we act out of impulsion, we are reacting from our emotions, but it's impulsive because we don't understand those emotions. You see what I'm saying? These emotions start to take control and they start to run rampant and start to just, they are the driving force. They are the fuel that creates so much self-destruction. And then you have this wake of destruction that just follows you everywhere you go because you're not able to sink into the self and understand those emotions and where are they stemming from. And if you start to heal yourself now with this Queen of Cups, start to sink down into the self, start to understand the self, start to really reflect on why these emotions are coming up. Why do we fear rejection so much? Isn't there certain foods that you reject? You don't feel no type of way about rejecting the food, right? If you're the one doing the rejecting it, you don't feel no type of way about rejecting it. So why do we have such an emotional attachment to something that is rejecting us? There's a reason why it's rejecting us. And it's probably for the best. Now, whether or not we want to admit that, sometimes can be difficult and it can be hurtful. Sure, because especially if you've exposed yourself and you've been vulnerable in it. But I would dare to say that there was red flags before you got to this point. Maybe you just didn't see them. Okay, that's a lot of cards. We're taking them. We have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. This is trigger. This reading is probably a trigger for you. About this particular connection. Ooh, trigger warning like a mofo. I ain't even playing. Okay, sweetheart. Buckle up. You ready? We have the Ten of Wands, the King of Wands, the Three of Cups. You are holding on to someone that has put you in a third-party situation. And that's why it's creating such a burden for you. You may have been trying to reconcile with this person. This person, there's a lack of spark. There's a lack of direction within the connection, and it's created such a heavy weight that this person is. They've got their eyes set on something else. Now, this doesn't have to be another person. This could just be they could have their eyes set on going in a different direction, doing something different. Okay, that didn't have to necessarily, but it kind of does feel like that it could be a somebody. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, they see you as very controlling, very possessive. Or maybe this person was controlling and possessive and you're not seeing it. Yes, there's high level manipulation going on in this. Maybe they're dealing with somebody that's in that way. It could be you. I mean, on the cool, I kind of feel like this Queen of Wands in the reverse and the Magician is you. That's because we're just not understanding the emotions that we're feeling at this time. And I feel like if we really sit with ourselves and understand where this is coming from, you'll start to see that this person was playing you. This person had other ideas to begin with. They never really was fully committed. I understand it's a King of Wands and a Queen of Wands, but we also have a Queen of Cups and a Queen of Pentacles with the Queen of Swords. So we have all 4 queens out here. So this is really big, because here's what I'm understanding. We got all 4 queens out here. So you're definitely at one time an empress. Definitely someone that was very sure about themselves, very confident. They were very passionate, loving. They understood things. They spoke their truth. So let's find out what happened. What changed that? What changed that for the viewer? You got mixed up with someone that was something that was trying to control the situation. Because there's the Emperor. You had an Emperor that juggled you. They fumbled the ball. They rejected you. They made a bad decision. And this person was very controlling from the very beginning with the Ten of Pentacles there. It's deeply rooted. There's a control issue. Is there anything else the viewer needs to know? Well, looky there. Isn't that beautiful? Heads up. Beautiful soul. Beautiful, beautiful soul. You know you're awesome, right? You showed me that out here. You showed me how you can embody all 4 queens. That is phenomenal. This person fumbled you. This person was a fool. This is what's coming in. The moment you finally allow yourself the freedom to walk away, to free yourself. 6 of Swords. Get away from the bad thoughts. Get away from the memories. It's time to shut that stuff down. Don't be hanging on to that, because the more you feed energy to it, the more you're going to get, okay? So let's feed our energy towards things that are more beneficial, and that's ourselves. Talk to ourselves in the way that we want to be talked to. Not allow anybody to control our every move. This person can try to control everything, down to the clothes you wore. Because you have something here. You have a brand new, beautiful, beautiful beginning. Someone that's going to work with you, that's going to want you to shine so bright, that's going to want you to be that carefree, fun-loving person that you are. You embody all the queens here. You are that person. And they're going to be a vibrational match, because both of these are in the upper right. They're going to have love for you, and you're going to have love for them. It's going to be a shared love. You just need to walk away. Get yourself to a calmer place. Let things calm down. Calm the heart. Calm the soul. Calm the mind. Because I don't know if you know this or not, but you manifested this. I kind of feel like you might have manifested this ending, and you just don't really realize it. Your higher self could have manifested it. Because you self-destruct when you know something's not good for you, but you don't understand the underlying root of it. Why am I self-destructing? Why am I creating all this? There's something there, and I don't understand it. Well, I certainly hope you're able to find peace. I do. And I certainly hope that you're able to move towards this new beginning that you have. And I hope that you were able to gain some kind of wisdom from this reading. And until we meet again, toodaloo, toodaloo.